In Australia, people from the thorny devil kingdom have textured skin with capillary channels that lead to their mouth. The design not only collects condensation and rain, but it can also pull up water from puddles and moist sand. Please continue watching to find out how people from the animal kingdom drink water.
Go ahead and make war, so that families will be separated, children and women will become orphans and widows, and the earth will be soaked in bloodshed, because you want to prove that you are the devil incarnate.
Sambatrano, that means hello everybody in Mongolian. Blissful viewers, I am Chinoa, a vegan voyager from the Bactrian camel kingdom. I am often away on long journeys, so the Providence must have arranged it for me to be your host today. The animal people and humans of magnificent Mongolia pray for the love of heaven to fill your heart and brighten your days. Welcome to our show titled The Various Ways Animal People Quench Their Thirst. Let's begin with understanding why it is important to drink water. Its chemical formula is H2O, 2 parts hydrogen and 1 part oxygen. The hydrogen attracts negatively charged particles called ions, while oxygen pulls on positive ones. This enables water to dissolve compounds that are needed for sustaining life. A good case in point would be deriving glucose from ingested food. Water also serves as a thermal regulator. It protects organisms from overheating, which can disable vital enzymes among other negative impacts. Additionally, water is needed for cellular respiration. It processes adenosine triphosphate or ATP to release energy and then helps move waste products out of the body. So now let's explore how some of our impressive co-inhabitants get the water they need. Zoologists refer to Mongolian camel people like me as Camelus bactrianus. We are native to the rocky steppes of Central and East Asia. What makes us unique is that we have 2 humps on our back instead of 1. There is a popular misconception among humans that we keep water in these humps, but they are really for storing energy in the form of fat. Then how do you stay so well hydrated? You may ask. Well, I'll tell you. Our bodies have amazing ways of withstanding harsh and dry weather conditions. For example, our long and bushy eyelashes redirect airflow and prevent hot winds from drying our eyes. We are the only domesticated animal people who can close their nostrils, and we extract moisture from the air we exhale. We lower our metabolism and body temperature after dark, allowing us to start off quite cool in the morning. Our heavy fur helps keep the daytime heat out, and we sweat less than most mammals. Besides, our body can withstand losing up to 25% of its weight through perspiration. We naturally regulate our blood volume so that our circulatory system will continue to function normally. But if vegetation is available, we get moisture from what we eat, and of course, we drink large amounts of water whenever we can and very quickly. If I am running low on H2O, I can drink about 200 liters in less than 15 minutes. Thanks to the structure of our mouths, we can suck up water as if we were using a straw. The water is held in our stomachs and then fed into our bloodstream slowly over several hours. The gradual release prevents our blood from being diluted. Also, our kidneys are specialized to retain as much water as possible. Do you see how important water is to us? In the desert, every drop counts. Here's a clever technique that I think deserves a prize. In the Namib Desert of Africa, there are beetle-people who harvest water from the air. Well, okay, it's fog. When the morning breeze blows, these little guys elevate their rear ends. The microscopic texture of their exoskeleton attracts droplets of dew, which roll down into their mouths. Incredibly, they can drink 12% of their mass this way each day. Have you ever observed how cat people drink? They use their tongue so skillfully. When Professor Roman Stocker was at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, or MIT, in the US, he and his colleagues recorded slow-motion footage of the inborn feline technique. The researchers found that when cat people drink, they extend their tongue straight down toward the water, dip just the tip in, and flick it upward. A tiny amount of liquid rises into the air, which they quickly catch with their mouth. Amazingly, domestic cat people can repeat this 4 times per second. Their larger cousins, for instance, tiger and lion people, go slower than that. Dog people, on the other hand, have a less sophisticated method. They use their tongue like a ladle to draw water up into their mouth. I might have known that canine characters would take a simpler approach.
It's a disaster of the soul if you slip back into consuming animals or animal products, because you're saying that your life is more important than other beings on this planet. And we don't really need to do that to live. And in fact, it puts us back out of alignment with the relationships with other beings on the planet. The Reverend Rabbi Jonathan Klein, vegan.
By the way, has our discussion so far made your mouth dry? Let's pause a moment to get some water and express our gratitude to God before drinking it. We will be right back, so please stay with us here on Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to our program, The Various Ways Animal People Quench Their Thirst, on Supreme Master Television. In deserts and arid regions across Africa and Asia, sandgrouse parents have a special adaptation for satisfying their thirsty young ones. The filaments of their belly feathers can absorb and retain water. That's why you may see an adult rocking back and forth at a watering hole. Usually the father takes responsibility for doing this and then returns to the nest. This way they can deliver close to 40 milliliters of the precious liquid to their families. However, it requires dedication because their home may be miles away, and it is usually a daily routine. Have you ever wondered how giraffe people drink water? I have. Since I was a youngster, I've been amazed that our tallest co-inhabitants can swallow through such a long neck. You can see that they spread their front legs apart, then lower their head to the water. It kind of looks like they're bowing to a member of the royal family. But then, what happens inside their mouth? Philip Binder, a physicist at the University of Hawaii at Hilo in the United States, came up with a theory. He proposed that giraffe people use their tongue like a plunger to pump water into their esophagus, the tube that connects the throat to the stomach. However, it would require coordination with the epiglottis to prevent liquid from entering the windpipe. When they finish and raise their head, muscle contractions and gravity ensure the water flows down to the gut. Even though this is just an educated guess, I'm impressed by its logic. Let's check out how elephant people quench their thirst. I admire them so much for their humility and service in maintaining the balance of their ecosystem. For example, when they dig for water during the dry season with their tusks, they share what they find with some of their smaller neighbors, aiding their survival. Gentle giants who live in the forest trample the undergrowth, creating pathways for other species to use. The many seeds they leave on the ground are an important part of maintaining the vitality of their habitat. But now, we are most interested in their splendid trunk, in addition to serving as a long nose for breathing, smelling, and communicating. It also works as a hand. Did you know that there are over 40,000 muscles in an adult elephant person's trunk, and that it can lift almost 350 kilograms? Conversely, it has the delicacy of touch to grab a single blade of grass. Finally, the largest land mammal people on Earth use it to suck up water and release it into their mouth. According to studies, elephant people can hold up to 9.5 liters of water in their trunk. And that's a good thing, because they need to drink an average of 200 liters per day. But it isn't as easy as it looks, and elephant infants typically need several months to learn how to do it well. There's another way of ingesting water that we haven't talked about yet. Have you heard of capillary action? It's the tendency of liquid in a solid tube or absorbent material to rise or fall due to surface tension. It's how water moves in flower stems and tree trunks. Anyway, some species of snake people use this principle to drink. They have skin folds in their lower jaw that expand when they put their mouth in the water. Capillary action absorbs the liquid like a sponge, and then some muscles squeeze it down into the gut. And in Australia, people from the thorny devil kingdom have textured skin with capillary channels that lead to their mouth. The design not only collects condensation and rain, but it can also pull up water from puddles and moist sand. Water is vitally important to all life, from the ocean depths to the mountain heights. It brings nutrients to our cells, rids us of waste products, and regulates our body temperature. I'm sorry to say that many human activities waste and pollute the planet's water. This carelessness is neither wise nor sustainable. You can help save tremendous amounts of fresh water by following a vegan diet, and countless innocent animal people will bless you for sparing their lives. Let's recreate paradise on earth for the happiness and fulfillment of everyone.
Vegan, you have killed your ignorance.
Outstanding viewers, it's been a delight to have your company for our program today. Next is Representatives of the Positive Power are Beneficial to Humankind, Part 5 of 6, on Between Master and Disciples. May love guide you on your journey back to God.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/AW.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule et suprememastertv.com/AW.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule y suprememastertv.com/AW.
అనేక భాషలలో దయచేసి చూడండి సుప్రీం మాస్టర్ టీవీ .com /schedule మరియు సుప్రీం మాస్టర్ టీవీ .com /AO